What's up, guys? This is JTQ9 of SSx1, and welcome back to the channel. Season 45, War number 12, and I am way behind on getting this video out. So much so that we are already 3 wars into the next season, and I still haven't gotten this out. And originally, I was even planning on doing like a rewards opening thing because I got some interesting things, but I elected to, just for the sake of having this video kind of on file, just because, I've been doing the videos and I like doing them, and I didn't want to miss one and just, leave the results out like I did in the last season as well. I will put this out, and instead of doing the rewards video at the end, we'll go through kind of how the season went. But we are up here against our good friends at 4Loki, and in this scenario, if you've been following along this season, both 4Loki and us need a win to get in Masters. There's an outside chance that if something happens because of our attack bonus or their attack bonus, that we can maybe sneak in if there's docks or anything like that. But going into this war, we had to win to get Masters, and 4Loki had to win to get Masters. And that is so not unfair, because it's very unlucky that happens, but I feel so bad for Clown, who has his mommy short arms in our battle group, and BG3, where he was going for a deathless season, which I might add he did have. So I know, Clown, you watch the videos, and I want to say wish you congratulations on your deathless season here at SSx1. For the first one, I think it was your first deathless season ever, or at least in a very long time. So congratulations on that. And in 4Loki again, it's tough. He's also I think he's an officer in 4Loki, so he does the planning. So it's just a tough situation for him to be in, and I sympathize. But and just there's a lot of good guys over at 4Loki that we know and talk to all the time. So it's just very frustrating. So. Anyways, the first fight you saw, I had Chavez, I had Spider-Gwen, and thank God this is going to be the last war that I get to use her. Because I think moving forward with the new tactic, she'll be on defense for me. But I'm very happy to not have to use her anymore. She's good, she's okay. She's not my favorite champ to use. And I had to use her a lot this season, but anyway, what can you do? I digress. So in this fight here, I've got Trapeze Nova. Basic idea here was to throw the SP3, since against Nova, unblockable specials, especially unblockable SP2s, do very little damage. And I was trying to stay in magma form as long as possible, just to for the energy resistance. And just like that, he goes down. So I've sped that fight up a lot faster, because initially with Absman not kind of throwing as many specials and whatnot, that it was going to be a longer one. Heading into this here, I've got my this is still an R2 Shuri, I believe. Is it R1 or R2? R2. Okay. Well, I guess cat's out of the bag. I do have now a new shiny R3 Shuri that I have after completing my first run of Necropolis, which was after this war, I believe. Yes. So if you haven't seen that video, I do have that video out where you get to see kind of my pulls and stuff, and see what my rank up was, and what gems and stuff I got too. So feel free to drop in and say hi. But no, here we've got this Atuma. Oh, that's what it was. I said Asuma before. Anyway, Atuma, where the idea is just bait the SP1, because it's a lot easier to dodge, and unless it goes wrong, and just let the shocks do the damage if need be. I don't need to get anything fancy in there or anything like that. And here we go. We have our last fight with Spider-Gwen. Tactic champs here. So I need to make sure that I get my Withers up, just to make sure that I don't take any poison damage when that eventually happens. So the idea here, again, with his regen, it's hopefully going to out-damage it. man, I'm just realizing my officers really liked giving me these fights with Gwen. Also, I do the heavies there to get the slow up because she puts on a slow naturally with when you heavy. But my officers really liked giving me fights with her against champs that like to regenerate a lot. And that kind of complicates some things, as you can see, as I'm taking shots to the head. And now he's unblockable, so this is also a fun part of the fight that I take more damage as I'm throwing these Aaron Strikers. Oh man, yeah, this was not going well because at this point the race, the fight for Masters was very, very tight. I did not want to die on this last one. Just things can go bad against Man-Thing for whatever reason. I don't like fighting him, especially with a champ like this. But I managed to get him down, which ended my season on a very, very solid note. And the results of this war were unbelievable. We lost, having 2 deaths. They had 1, so they finished Masters. Congrats. And what I must say about this, and this is why I wanted to do a rewards thing. So we ended up sneaking into Masters. And the reason why we snuck into Masters was SSx had our best season on history. I think we only died a total of 34 times as an alliance the entire time. So because of that, our attack bonus was huge, and that enabled us to sneak in by not very much into Masters. So thankfully our friends at 4Loki got in, we got in, things ended well. Let's go on to the next season. Excited to start there. We heard the tactics is very troublesome, and I can tell you just as a future note, we've already died more in the first 2-3 wars as an alliance than we did the entire season 45. Alright, thank you all for tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next video. Take care.